First watch, make a perception check.
First watch.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, as the sun sets, you notice what appears to be a strange specter rises from the earth and just stands there.
Is our guide still with us?
She's nearby.
Is she awake?
She's nearby. You don't know where she is exactly. She tends to transform into a woodland creature and just stick around.
I will somewhat go into hiding and look, and just observe it.
Okay.
Stealth.
Yep. So you take cover behind a nearby tent or bush or whatever is just convenient for you. And while doing so, you observe this specter. For a while, it just stands there, and then it begins to, meander through the camp, just taking a look around, not really touching or interacting with anything. And then it returns to the spot from which it rose and remains there.
Huh. How long does it stay there?
Well, it's coming up on the end of your watch, and it's still there.
All right. I'll get ready to go wake up the next person.
Okay.
Quietly.
That's me.
So the second watch begins.
I let them know what happened.
Sure. And the specter is still there.
As I sleep with one eye open.
I'm going to not interact with the specter. Just gonna leave it alone. Try to keep my watch. Just gonna kind of keep glancing over at it every now and then, just make sure it's not doing anything weird. Kind of stay alert.
Sure. It doesn't really do anything except occasionally wander around, peek and peer into the woods, and then return to the spot from which it rose, and at which point it stands still for, several hours until your watch ends. Much the same occurs for whoever is on third, unless you would like to do something.
I'll raise my hand in like a friendly wave to it.
For a moment, you're sure that the specter acknowledges you as its head seems to turn your way. However, for whatever reason, you get the feeling that it is just looking through you or past you.
I try to call out to it. I say, just, I don't know, hail.
So you call out to the specter, and you just hail, or who goes there, or what is it?
No, just hail. Just basically acknowledging it's there, and I'm not
Sure.
afraid of it, but I don't have a problem either.
Okay. So what might you say?
Honestly, that's it. I just say hi, basically.
Okay.
And watch it.
Sure. So you call out, your greeting or your hail, as it were, and you didn't notice, but beside you, a small black cat transforms into a familiar-looking woman, and she looks over to you and says, "Yes. Can I help you?"
I point in the distance and say, "Do you know who or what that may be?"
She looks in the direction that your finger is pointing and says, "I don't see anything." What are you talking about?
Is it still there for me?
Yes.
I say, "My bad, must be my imagination."
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, as long as you're not in trouble, I will head back and perimeter watch.
I nod.
The end of your watch draws near.
Egg is next, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk over to Egg and wake him up gently, just kind of shake him.
Okay.
Egg, do
Yep.
not be afraid. But
What?
there is a
Why?
ghost in the distance.
Egg curses and goblin.
Loudly or
and,
quietly?
to himself in like an anxiety kind of way.
I just put
like,
I keep my hand on his arm or like on his shoulder and just say, if there's trouble, wake us. And then I'm gonna go to sleep on wherever he takes watch. I'm gonna go to sleep in like arm's reach from him.
Sure. Okay.
So
Egg.
yeah,
There's a specter standing
he's
approximately in the center of camp.
staring at the ghost, really not quite doing as good a job of being a lookout as he should, because he's just staring at the ghost, like, and full of anxiety,
Sure.
nervousness.
Okay. At some point during your watch, the specter begins to pace the camp. Just walks around, seems to take in its surroundings. At one point, it passes very near you, between yourself and. Do you guys have a fire?
I would assume it's probably dwindling now because he's not fueling it.
Yeah.
Okay. So it passes between yourself and the fire. Maybe a couple of arms reach away from you. It appears to lean over the fire, and you can see that it shuffles its foot toward it a little bit before returning to the spot where it originated and standing still.
Yeah, Egg he gets really tense when it gets close, and then sort of relaxes a little bit as it returns to where it was before.
As the first rays of the sun crest the treetop, the specter sinks slowly into the ground from where it came and is not seen again. Your watch isn't.
All right.
Oh, good morning. Is that thing still around?
Egg is still staring directly at where it was.
Okay, that's what I figured.
So, as day breaks, the scout druid returns, and she lets you know that this will be her last day with you, and that at the end of today, she must return to Grill's wilder group. She lets you know that you can stay on the path that you're on. It will lead you directly into the mountains, and that she wishes you luck.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Are we still at the camp we made?
This is just camp.
This is still camp. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over where that ghost was hanging around and just look at the ground.
Sure. It's dirt.
I'd
You
say
want to investigate or perceive?
Yeah.
Are you looking for something in particular, or are you just
I
looking?
am, yeah. Great. All right, it's
did not
dirt.
find it.
Okay.
Spurred on out of
that-
a little bit of curiosity at Thame staring at the dirt, I go and also investigate, see if there's anything buried there.
Egg cleans up camp surprisingly quickly as everyone's investigating the ghost spot.
So you dig down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's soft, just off the path dirt. It easily makes way. It's rained somewhat recently, so the earth underneath the surface is still a little bit moist.
I shrug and go back to camp.
Okay.
Are you children done playing with the mud? We must be on our way.
Oh, yeah. I would have been like, to the scout lady, guide, I guess. Hey, any idea what that, spirit thing was last night?
I'm sorry.
You didn't see it?
No.
It was in the middle of camp.
She looks a little panicked. Can you? I'm sorry. Why did nobody alert me to the fact that there was an intruder in camp?
I didn't know where you were.
I wasn't doing
didn't-
anything.
Yeah.
There
Just
was
kinda
no
walked around
intruder.
camp.
Okay.
Did you not tell him about the ghost thing? To, Pedalin. Or no, yeah, Pedalin was next after me, right?
I'm not sure what order you guys were.
It
Yeah,
was
it's
Pedalin.
chain pedaling me and then egg.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, Well, no, I didn't say anything because there wasn't ever any danger. It was just standing there most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'd flick the dirt off my fingers at Madame Beldam.
I'm gonna do one more investigation. Just take my spear and kind of poke it in the ground.
Okay. It sinks solidly into the mud.
Doesn't
Yeah,
like
it's about
stop
right
or
around
anything.
there.
No, I mean, you could eventually. It's resisted as you get
Right.
deeper in, but
Yeah, I just pull the spear back out and just say, "No, it was nothing. Let's go."
Well, I mean, it was clearly something.
Nope, it was nothing. Let's go. Makes sense. Wanting to move on.
Poor egg. He's had a rough few nights.
okay.
Towards our guide.
So, the third day, like she just kind of shrugs it off since the party doesn't seem to really know what's going on. It's like, okay, sure, that's nice. If we see any more intruders, please call out for me. Let's be on our way. And the third day, as you get closer to the mountain pass, or the path into the mountain pass, it's a slow day as a cloud head begins to form and eventually a light rain falls. As evening grows close, the scout slows your pace and lets you know that this is as far as she will go, as she needs to return and the rain will hinder her speed in making her way back.
Thank you for your help. Do we just keep going this way?
Absolutely, follow the path. Beware, though, a pixie eater has been seen nearby in recent weeks. We haven't been able to find it or slay it, so
Pixie eater?
be on your...
What's a pixie eater?
And
A
she's
malevolent-
gone into the woods and never explains.
No, she stops for a moment and says, "Oh, yes, again, girls reminds me that you're not from here. Malevolent creatures of pure hatred that thirst only for the death of the Fae, and practically any living creatures, but they seem to have a particular taste for pixies and silent suns. Should you encounter it, take utmost care."
What does it look like?
And how do we kill it?
I imagine much the same way that you kill most things. Harm it until it is no longer able to take action. And as far as what it looks like, it is a heaving, rotten corpse.
Okay, so that should be hard to miss. Cool.
Yes.
Great. This is great. This is exactly what I needed. I look like a kid. I'm small, and I have Fey ancestry. I hate this place.
Nah, you'll be fine. But probably stay in the middle of the group.
This is why you should be more excited to see the giants. Being stepped on is way better than being eaten by a weird monster thing.
Mhm.
Hey, am I a Fae? I ask in character.
Elemental.
No, I asked that
Oh,
in character.
No, you're not a Fey.
Oh, okay, good. I was waiting there for a little bit. Whew. It's a weight off my shoulders.
Oh, good. I'm glad you feel better. I was really worried about you.
I know, right? But no, it's okay. You don't have to worry anymore.
Oh.
Well, shall we?
Yes.
Ladies first.
No.
Okay, so you guys continue onward.
Yes.
All right, so you reach your third camp. Following the path, albeit a little bit slower than you might have otherwise wanted to be going due to the weather. It doesn't look like the rain will be letting up anytime soon, and so getting a fire started is somewhat difficult, as you can't particularly find any dry tinder. What are your plans for the evening?
How flammable are oats?
I'm sorry?
How flammable are oats? I have this
Not
glass jar of
very.
oats. No? Okay,
Mm.
never mind
I
then.
mean, they'll burn in that they will scorch, but they will not flame.
Yeah. That makes sense.
The following you already use. the
Also, I
jar
would
of
eat
oats
those
for
if I were you.
everything. We could take shelter in the trees, I imagine.
Yeah, because going into the trees worked out so well for you last time.
Right.
Could just not build a fire. I mean, do we need one?
I mean, sadly, I cannot see at night anymore.
Well, we have torches. Well, yeah, we fine. We have to.
So, what's the plan?
Who in our group can actually
See at night.
see?
I
Yeah,
can.
Yeah, I can too.
as can I. So I
Not
suppose keep
me.
our standard first watch, and then I'll replace Egg.
I'm the standard first watch.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
While
third.
we still have some daylight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm
Yeah.
thinking too.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright. Fine by me.
so watch is now Madame Beldam,
No,
Fame.
No, it's still the
Who's-
same. Only instead of
Oh,
egg,
okay.
it's Beldam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because Jane can watch while there's still some light out.
sure. So make a perception check. Whoever's first watch.
Yeah, I'll probably like go up into like some trees or something.
Sure.
Shouldn't your new flaw be a phobia of trees?
I like
Not all trees explode and cause
Well, that-
zombie cancer.
Okay, so as you climb your tree and begin to survey the area, you're keeping an eye out in the distance, but your eyes trail back towards camp, and you notice, strangely enough, an oddly familiar specter rise from the dirt near where a fire would have been made. It stands there for several minutes, and then goes about what looks like setting up a tent, though you can't see a tent. Eventually, it crawls inside of this thing and then lays down.
Alright. I'm gonna jump down. And I'm gonna make its acquaintance.
Meaning,
Hey there.
so you call out to the creature, or the specter, and it doesn't seem to acknowledge you.
Does it have a ghost tent? Or did it just look like it was making one?
It just looked like it was making one.
It's currently laying down.
Mm-hmm.
I will move over towards it and like reach out to shake its shoulder.
Okay. Your hand passes through where its shoulder would have been and feels cold as ice. It begins to burn with
And I pull
the
that out.
your hand is almost entirely numb and it burns with pinpricks.
Alright. Jot that down in the memory book. Alright, well I guess I'll just continue my watch then.
Okay. So, through the remainder of your watch, the specter itself no longer moves. It remains lying down in that faux tent. Your watch in.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Tell her what happened.
So don't
Probably
touch
don't
it.
touch it.
Got it. Got it. Don't touch it. I'll go over to it and kneel down next to it without touching it. And
So as your watch begins and you head toward it, The specter seems to rouse from a sleep, even reaching its arms out to stretch. Though it is primarily featureless, it's just a humanoid blob for the most part. You can surmise that it likely yawned as well. It crawls out of what you can assume to be wherever it presumed itself to be, and takes a look around for a few moments before walking through your body. You feel chilled to the bone, and like just anywhere that it passed through is like it tingles and numb. In fact, make a strength saving throw.
Uh-oh. Oh, nice.
As your strength save, as you manage to find the strength to stay on your feet despite your numbed legs, you find yourself feeling exhausted, though only physically.
Whoever you are, that was very rude. Actually. So this specter, it's just a vague humanoid blob.
Mm-hmm.
How big is it?
Taller than you.
Everyone's taller than me. Is it like really big or like average humanoid size?
Like average humanoid size.
Alright.
Were you thinking it was Zand?
I was thinking it was
Me
Zand.
too.
Actually, you know what? I'll call out to the specter. Well, I'll move away from it a few steps first of all.
Okay.
And I'll say, Zand? Zand, is that you?
The specter does not respond. And in fact, after it has walked through you and you manage to turn around and spot where it headed off to, it looks as though it's peering off the trail into the woods. It occasionally will stop, take several paces in another direction, and then look off in that way, even bringing its hand over its forehead as though it were peering deeper.
So it's peering off in a particular direction, off into the woods?
It changes and looks in different directions.
Okay, so it's just sort of keeping watch over the woods in general, really.
Seems so. As you have a feeling that your watch is coming to a close. That enough time has passed.
Alright, well. When it's time to wake up Fame, I will tell him what happened.
Okay.
Don't let it walk through you.
I nod and just say, did you talk to it?
Well, I tried, but it's not very responsive. I do not think it is the ghost Zand. But neither is it really, like, malevolent, so...
I ask
don't
her
know.
if she knows any magics that would allow communication with a spirit.
I do not. Speaking with the dead isn't something I have any skill doing.
I kind of
Of course, I
like
don't
just
have
look
much
over at
skill
the
speaking
madam
to
and
the
say,
living
what
either."
about that one?
She might. Though I'm surprised our one party member who has come back from the dead hasn't had more luck either. We could ask her. Maybe she has something in one of her books.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna actually wake up the madam.
I'm going to go to bed.
I just nod. So I gently just like poke or shake the madam.
Okay.
Is it time for my watch already?
Not quite. Do you know any way to speak with spirits?
I'm a fortune teller, not a speaker of the dead.
All you magic types are the same.
Rude!
You're sleeping.
I'm not asleep yet, it's been like 30 seconds!
I just kind of nod and say, like, I'll be back in a few hours.
Okay.
I'm gonna just take a look where the ghost is again.
As you prepare to take your watch, you see that it comes walking from maybe actually 50 yards down the path where it had seemingly wandered off, and then it looks like it crawls into some sort of like it's crawling into a tent, but there's no tent there.
How far away from me?
Maybe 10, 15 feet.
Holy shit. Okay. It's closer than I was thinking.
It's near where you might have built a fire.
Right. Our fire's still going, right?
I thought you guys didn't build
Oh, we
one
didn't
tonight.
build a fire. That's right. Yeah. That was the whole point of this. I'm gonna call out to it and just say who goes there this time.
Okay. So you call out who goes there. After a few moments, the specter seems to stir before frantically like crawling out of its tent. You can see that it looks like it's buckling something on and maybe reaching for something on its back, and it looks around as though almost panicked.
I continue on and just say friend or foe.
Not seeming to acknowledge you or recognize, that you're speaking to it. It continues to look around, somewhat panicked, takes a few steps into the woods, and then disappears.
I slowly start following it.
Okay, so you just start heading off into the direction that it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep
So-
a good 20 foot or so, like, distance from it.
Sure. So as you're pacing off in the direction that you last saw it, you're traipsing through the woods at a somewhat decent clip. It's a little noisy. You can hear the twigs and branches snapping underneath your feet. However, make a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. The sound of the night is calming almost. Just the occasional crickets here and there. And yeah, that's fine. And then almost suddenly everything stops as you stumble through onto what looks like another path. Let me
So
Need
this
to
is a
pull-
path or a creek?
It's a path.
Okay.
I need to pull you. There we go. Right about here. See, are you on the map or are you on the wrong layer? There
I'm
we
on
go.
the wrong layer. Okay.
There-
Oh, so from the clearing there. I
Yes.
see. Okay.
So there is another path now directly below you.
Mhm.
And all sound through the night has gone completely quiet. Nearby, you hear what sounds like a sickening tear, like flesh being rent from flesh, with a wet squelch, followed by a low but constant, just like crunch.
Okay. Can I dart into that bush and try to stealth?
Sure. Okay. You creep into the bush as quietly as you can, trying not to make a sound.
I'm just gonna sit here for a second and listen to everything I can.
Sure. So as you're listening, it's definitely like a steady crunching with the occasional like slurp as something is like torn in it's clearly wet. The stench of death reeks in the air.
Can I peer over like this rock or something, just look down the path, see if I can see anything?
You absolutely can.
So perception?
Mm-hmm. What did you get?
Oh, sorry,
I'm not-
19.
I don't. Okay. So, as you peer just out on the path, you're able to make out the corpse of a mauled horse.
Does this horse look familiar to me?
No,
Okay.
it is a black horse that is like you can see that one of its legs has been torn off, part of its neck has been eaten away. Like it looks like it has been just chewed on.
Mm-hmm. But I don't see anything chewing on it.
Correct.
I'm gonna slowly and quietly make my way back to the others.
Okay. So make another stealth check. Okay. You creep back toward your own camp. You can just move up into the clearing if you want.
Sure. I'm gonna go over to Egg and wake him up.
Okay.
Wake up.
Yep, yep. Uh-huh.
Shh. There's something out there.
By something, do you mean a ghost or a not ghost?
I just shake my head when he says ghost and just like, I don't think so.
Okay.
I saw a dead horse.
That's, you know. Did you see what killed it? Or any signs of, like, is it fresh dead or?
I'm gonna shake
Old
my head
dead?
and just say that's the part that's frightening me. I heard it.
Gotcha. Hmm.
I'm basically
Well-
like asking if we, like your opinion, if we should wake the others.
Yes.
Like, is this something we should wait for day for or deal with it now? Because my shift is almost ending. As far as I'm concerned, I could just go to bed and none of this happened. But I think we should. I think we should find out what's going on. And I tell him I think that
agree.
ghost the other night has something to
Yeah.
do with this.
I say we check it out. We're not in terrible need of the rest right now. We should be.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should wake everyone up.
In the order of saving time, I wake everybody up. I
Okay.
tell everybody exactly what happened and why I think the ghost is associated, and ask
Okay.
what we think we should do.
Okay.
Is it still raining?
Yes.
I don't particularly think that charging off into the woods on a rainy night after something that's invisible is a particularly good idea.
You didn't want
It's
to
not-
know why a ghost has been trailing us?
The ghost isn't harming anything. What is harming
I mean-
something is that thing that's eating a dead horse out there.
I shake
Yeah.
my head in agreement. Agreed. The ghost is a sign. The ghost led me to there.
Which
And
means
I
he
feel-
was probably
Has been trying to lead us there for a reason for the last few days.
to
It
avenge his
slept
death.
during my shift. I don't think it was trying to lead me nowhere.
Yeah, did the ghost look at you and tell you, hey, follow me?
I'm pretty sure you followed it. I don't think it was leading you anywhere.
The ghost looked startled and ran into the distance.
Where
I
he
d-
got eaten by a thing.
I'm just trying to decide if that's a ghost or maybe like some weird memory or something somebody had. Just seems so weird. I called out to it, but it didn't do anything.
Let's let dead men lie
Why?
and go back to sleep.
I think it's for checking out this dead horse and see it for himself.
Okay.
I vote against going. Whatever that thing is out there has already eaten and won't come trying to eat us. just gonna slip back on over to
I start
the edge.
walking back to the forest.
Okay.
Yeah, I goes with him.
Aw,
Okay.
guys, come on.
There's no real reason we have to go with them.
That is
Except
true.
to,
You
except
don't
to
have to
keep
go with
them
them.
from dying.
So, Thame and Egg slip off into the woods. You guys, after a couple of minutes, you reach the small clearing that leads into the next path.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
The air is still eerily quiet, except for the occasional patter of rain, the light rainfall hitting the leaves of the trees.
I'm gonna do the same thing. Move over here
Okay.
quietly.
It's dark still, right?
Yes.
While they're doing that, the three of us went back to camp, and it is Beldam's watch.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Egg, I need you to make a stealth check if you're gonna. So you guys attempt to slip quietly into the bush nearby, and so I mean, you should be able to move yourselves, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, weird. Well, that
I can move
is
myself.
I can move too.
interesting.
Oh, now I can move.
Yeah,
Yeah, now I can.
I set yours, but for some reason, you two are the only ones that couldn't control yourselves.
Weird.
Okay, so you make it over into the bushes. What now?
I point
Can we do
to
anything?
the dead horse's body, thinking that he might be able to see it,
Sure.
because I forget
So-
that he's human.
hmm
Oh wow. Okay.
So you see a lot of darkness.
Mhm. I'm listening very hard.
Yeah, but as you listen, you can definitely hear like the occasional intermittent, just like slurp and crunch. Thame, as you listen, you notice that it's not quite as fevered as it was before, and the horse seems to be in the exact same condition.
The exact same.
Yep.
I look over at Egg and say, "Trap."
Make a perception check.
'Kay.
Thame.
Both of us?
No, you already had yours.
Alright.
Egg, as you're listening through the rainfall and through the occasional crunch, you're pretty sure you hear like a twig snap very close nearby at the tree that's next to the rock that you're in, or the tree next to the rock that your bush is up against.
I point.
I nod. I didn't hear this though.
No.
Okay. I kind of like nod and then just do like a like little gesture, like a shrug, like what are you talking about? Like what?
I hear something.
Okay.
Maybe be flanked.
I look down the other side, like over here, I guess, to see if there's like any sign of anything.
No, but the sound he heard was coming from like here.
From like here, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right around that area.
Yeah.
But as you're peering back this way, you don't see anything.
Right.
Roll initiative, please. Oh, do I need to add turns?
Probably.
Everything?
Oh crap! Yeah, I forgot. Oh wait, it grabbed
oh,
eggs.
well, yeah. Didn't get yours. Why not? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Why won't it let me add? And you should be able to edit that, I think.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
You want the armor in red, right?
Armor blue, health red.
Oh, armor
what-
blue.
One moment here. A faceless creature missing its lower jaw lunges over the rock, catching you by surprise. It shrieks, almost an unearthly shriek as it climbs over. I need you
Did I
both
perception
to
check?
make. I'll get that in just a second. I need you both to make a Constitution saving throw. Ooh. So the sonic reverberations deal 8 damage to the both of you. However, you are able to shake off the feeling of being stunned.
Oh, okay.
Everybody back at camp, make a perception check.
Oh, thank Christ.
Pedalin and Chain, you both hear just an unearthly wail, just like something like that. It
Let's
just
never
carries
do
across
that
the
again.
night.
That was dope.
I'm
Just-
sure it was nothing.
Madam
Bad
Beldam,
joke.
somehow you missed this. I
Being
don't.
on watch.
Yeah. You were like that deafness of being in such a focus as you watch water drip from leaf to leaf,
And
contemplating why the hell you have suicidal group, such suicidal friends in this group.
That's why I told them not to go into the woods.
It could be something else. We don't know.
Okay.
So you're saying that we don't go check on them?
No, you should go check on him.
Okay.
All right. So anybody that's coming along, you can roll your initiative, but you don't enter the order until the creature has moved again.
Because we know something is going on, can we cast mage armor prior to running in?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay, Thame, you have the initiative.
Okay. I grab the spear off my back and with 2 hands just try to kind of get it off its footing. Why is this not rolling? Or is this just taking forever?
It may just be lagging.
Try this again here. There it is.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to stun it, basically.
Okay.
So you must make a con save.
Okay. Do you make? No, that just happens. You don't make an attack or anything.
Sorry?
Do you not make an attack with that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see here. Yeah, I'm attacking it with that, basically. So
Okay.
I'll roll the attack as well, I guess, here.
Okay. Oh yeah, when you hit with a melee.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. The spear easily sinks into the flesh of the creature. So you make your stunning strike. So you feed your chi through the spear as you're stabbing it. However, the feeling that you get from it is just emptiness. Like it's not even. Oh, you also need to be a little bit closer, I think, because you don't have reach.
I mean, the reason I didn't move here is because I thought that was rock.
No, I mean you can. It's difficult terrain, but you're up there.
Okay, sure.
So it is rock, but you're like partially on the rock,
Sure.
lunging upward towards it.
Yeah, that's fair.
interactive battlefield, that kind of thing. So the spear punches into this thing's just like hollow flesh, and that's what you feel as your chi reaches. So you're attempting to like interfere with the flow
With
of
its life
chi.
force, basically.
Yeah,
But there's nothing there.
Well, yeah, there's absolutely nothing there. Like a void.
I kind of look
almost
stunned at this too. Like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Almost an unsettling void, because even the undead have
Yeah.
chi.
Yeah, exactly.
So the spear sinks in, and it deals, it punches through and deals its damage, and the creature just grunts before turning to look at you with its like black soulless eyes. Egg, you're still sightless through this, so it just like you just hear these sounds and can feel and smell the stench of death, and that something is near you. Okay. Anything else from you, Thane?
Yeah, so I stab into it and I'm just like, wait, what the hell? And I kind of like get a little angered by it and just attack it again with a flurry of blows.
Sure. So you stab into it and then start swinging limbs. Your first blow strikes home. Your second, however, it sails past.
All right, so an extra 7.
Okay. Yeah, as your fist or foot or elbow makes contact with the body of the creature, it's almost like punching something that's just hollow. The flesh gives way easily, but there's no gore. There's nothing. It's almost like it's been desiccated. Even the water touching it just like falls off, and the skin on the creature doesn't even glisten. So.
Okay.
Egg, you have the initiative.
All right. So can I light a torch, just drop it, and then make my attack?
No, lighting a torch,
Okay.
like pulling out a torch and lighting it would probably be a standard action. You could pull out a torch, light it, and maybe swing with it as an improvised weapon. I'd be okay with that.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
What do I roll for improvised?
Well, it's closest to a club, which I think is a D6. So just non-proficient, but club damage. It'd just be a strength roll.
Strength roll. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That I
That's
think
a
has your
save.
proficiency bonus in it. Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
Well, your proficiency bonus is 2 or 3.
3. So that should be a 12.
A 12. So you swing the torch at the creature, and the flames as they light its body, and you see what it is. Like clearly, it is like a gray hunk of flesh with enlarged hands that have razor sharp claws on them. Its lower jaw is just missing and agape, and the black pits of its eyes just suck the light of your torch in.
Gross.
It just bats your torch away as you swing at it, like completely unfazed, and glares at the two of you.
Well, I'll swing at it again with my extra attack.
Sure. That hits.
Nice.
As you bring the torch back around and
Try to
club
get
its
it
body.
right in that jaw space.
So 1d6 plus strength. Come on. So 5.
5, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. It's a gross hollow thud as your torch hits it, and the flame winks out as it makes contact with its body. Anything else?
Nope. That's all I got.
Okay. A moment later, the like just a feeling of dread and foreboding comes over you. Thane, make a perception check.
Perception? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I feel foreboding.
Yep.
Okay.
And let me read something real quick.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, just a sense of dread and foreboding overcomes you.
Okay.
Let me set the initiative order. Okay. Chain, you have the initiative as you arrive at the top of the screen here, into the clearing which leads to the path.
Wouldn't the creature get one more go before we're
Yeah.
in the initiative order?
Oh, it should, shouldn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I skipped it. That's why. I was like, why did I not have it highlighted? Okay. So it's been whacked, it's been stabbed, it's been punched. It looks as though it draws in breath, though it's just a reek of death as it does so. And it shrieks a second time. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So just Egg and Thame, once again, please make Constitution saving throw.
Nice.
So hard to pick up D4s.
Yeah.
Each of you take 4 damage, and Thame, you feel your body racked just with psychic energy and just despair, and you find yourself unable to move. You are suffering from the stunned condition.
Okay.
Okay, now, Chain, you have the initiative.
Cool. I assume I can see the torch.
You see the torch light for a moment and then wink out,
Yeah, it went out.
and have once again heard that unearthly shriek. But for the sake of your ears, I won't do it again.
Well, let's go sneaking up. How far do I move? 30?
For some clarification, this tree that is in front of us is just the canopy that's
Yes.
in between us and the monster? Okay.
Correct.
And for clarification, there's no strange like mushroom things growing out the side of it.
It does not
Like,
appear.
explode.
It does not appear that way. No.
Good. So I'm going to try to sneak towards where I saw the torch.
Sure.
I assume that passes.
I mean, that's not really something I tell you, is it?
Oh yeah, right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Make a perception check.
And you're dead.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So as you creep closer and see and are looking for where your companions were, and despite your lack of night vision, just it seems as though even the starlight is being drawn towards this creature on the path, which just immediately pulls your vision toward it. You can't really make out any detail except that it is hideous and that it reeks. And that as you grow closer, it just the sense of dread and foreboding overcomes you.
Oh, that's bad. Don't like it when
Is
light
that-
from the stars goes to something.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull out my short swords,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
Okay. Take 5 damage as you feel your body just like protest, as though life is being pulled from it.
Yeah, this is real fucking bad.
5 damage, just all right. No questions asked.
Madam Beldam, you have the initiative.
Okay. Well, let's see how this will go. As Madame Beldam casts a charged spell, She blows a kiss and flecks of fire come together into a giant sphere of fire.
Mm-hmm.
And that we will put over here.
A moment, I'll pull up your fire orb. That's not one. Ah, this is the one we use. And name controlled by Beldum. Save changes. All right, it's yours.
Ooh.
We should be able to move it now.
Yeah, I didn't try it. I'm wondering because it's an action to cast it, but as a bonus action, I can move it. Would I be able to do that in the same turn?
Yeah, you still have a bonus action.
Okay. Just confirming. I didn't know if there was any stipulation on that.
It does not have
And
summon
I
sickness.
will. Fair enough. I will attempt to ram the creature with the
Okay.
orb. And that is a dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
DC 13.
And half damage if I pass.
Correct.
Okay. So what's the damage?
2d6. Will that just work? It does.
Looks like it. As the orb pushes into the creature, rolling up the rock as it does so, the flames seem to sputter and struggle despite being magical in nature as they sear its flesh. Not only that, it I guess dodges the brunt of the force as well. Pedal in. You have the initiative.
Okay, I'm going to start by...
It is also bright light for a 20-foot radius around it.
Oh, well.
Yay!
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can see now.
Whee.
All right.
Nice.
Start with the... Where will this go? Again. 30 feet? Okay. Start by moving forward.
As you
15
get
feet.
near, I'm going to point out the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is dim light for an additional 20 after the bright.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're going to start with a charge casting of Bless. Kind of hold up my hands, and I'm going to use a sorcery point to cast it on all four of you. So
Bless.
I'm the only one unblessed.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag blessed. You're welcome.
Okay.
And then
So-
that'll probably be the end of my turn. I'm not going to get any closer to that thing.
Let everybody know what that does.
I put it up in the...
So whenever you make an attack roll or saving throw, you roll a d4 and add that to your attack roll or saving throw.
And that's continuous.
Mm-hmm. For as long as you concentrate.
Yeah.
Somebody has Panda Express, and I can smell it. It's driving me crazy.
Mm.
Like I smell Panda Express orange chicken. Okay. Sorry, punch my mic.